When someone attacks you, whether it is an insult, an aggressive email, or a physical threat, the natural instinct is to strike back. We are wired to meet aggression with immediate resistance. An old fable tells of a king who receives a terrifying prophecy. In a dream, a sage warns him that a venomous snake, carrying a bitter grudge from a past life, will emerge by nightfall to assassinate him. His top minister proposes the standard defensive response: send the royal guards to find the snake's den and eliminate the threat before it ever reaches the palace gates. But the king refuses. He reasons that meeting a past life vendetta with a new act of violence will only sustain a never-ending cycle of retaliation. He decides he will not carry the burden of escalating the conflict. Instead, he issues an order that defies all conventional logic. He commands his staff to lay down a thick path of soft flowers, spray expensive perfumes, and place golden bowls of fresh milk leading directly from the snake's den outside all the way into his own royal bedroom. Why would a rational leader take a known lethal threat and literally roll out the red carpet for it, inviting it straight into his most vulnerable space? When dusk settles, the venomous snake emerges from its hole. It is entirely consumed by a singular drive to execute its ancient revenge. But immediately, the environment contradicts its expectations. Rather than dirt and barricades, its belly glides over a thick bed of soft petals, and the air is saturated with calming, sweet perfumes. The snake expects a fight, but it finds luxury. This creates severe cognitive dissonance as it slithers along a pathway designed for absolute comfort rather than combat. As it continues toward the palace, the snake stops to drink from the bowls of fresh milk. It slithers past heavily armed royal guards, who, rather than drawing their swords, stand perfectly still in a posture of quiet welcome. With every inch it moves forward, the snake's physical tension melts. In the complete absence of any opposition, its battlefield hostility begins to evaporate. By rewriting the environment the attacker expected to navigate, the king bypassed the need for physical fortifications entirely. This schematic shows the exact mechanism. The jagged red line drops into a smooth blue wave, creating a cognitive pattern interrupt. Anger is reactionary. It physically requires friction. Remove that expected opposition, and you starve the hostility. It collapses under its own weight. By responding to a lethal threat with overwhelming hospitality, the king forced a massive short circuit in the snake's brain. By the time the viper finally reaches the king's bedroom, the urge to kill is gone. The total lack of resistance has erased its aggressive programming. The snake looks at the king, admits that it came to deliver a fatal strike, and instead of biting him, leaves a priceless gem on the floor as a gift of gratitude before slithering away in peace. Hostility cannot survive in a vacuum. It demands a counterforce. Refusing to provide that force dismantles the attack. The logic used in the palace works just as effectively in modern conflict resolution. We can use the king's strategy to navigate the friction we encounter every day. Our internal behavioral state dictates our external reality. Some individuals possess massive wealth, yet navigate the world with constant friction, while others project a genuine warmth that diffuses tension in every room they walk into. This balance shows why controlling others' toxic behavior is a losing game. Your true power is that single glowing white node, your internal reaction. Radical hospitality shifts the dynamic, forcing the interaction to follow your lead, leaving the aggressor nothing to push against. The next time you face an unavoidable confrontation, test this out. Instead of raising your shield, offer a completely unexpected level of grace. Interrupting the predictable cycle of enmity proves that controlling your own behavior is the most effective way to change a confrontation's outcome.